Okay, here for another episode of Magic the Gathering Puzzle Quest. Today, there's a cool new event that's going on I think it's called Race to Orazca. It has special rules for each color node. Unfortunately, it's a lot to read. I'm not going to read each one. Excuse me. I'll kind of just give you the gist. I think we'll play at least one match in each color node. This has been a very challenging event. I think what's holding me back is I'm playing with mostly Ixalan cards, and I am losing easily 50% of games. It tends to match you up with your color equivalent, so if I'm playing a blue deck, I play against a blue deck. If I play a black deck, I play against a black deck. So I hate that. That's never quite as much fun as playing against a different color deck, because it always means you're fighting for at least one color of mana, and it tends to just slow the whole game down. Additionally, because I'm playing mostly Ixalan cards, they're not very strong, as kind of predicted. The event, the special rules kinda help, but they're also it just means there's so much going on, it's kinda hard to keep track of. It's cool, I like it, but it's I like it. I think I'll keep playing it, but I mean, I've been grinding, and I've only scored 20 points. I've been hoping to get to this Ixalan booster, but like, man, I don't even know if I'm going to finish the event at this point. I want to for the Ixalan pack and the 60 crystals, but geez Louise, does that mean a lot of grinding? Or it means I retrofit all these decks to actually, like, you know, be good. Anyway, the main thing I want to do first and foremost is I have 400 purple crystals, Unobtainium they are sometimes called, and I want to get, I can't even think where it is, the vault. I want to get an elite pack. Now, there definitely are not the most powerful cards in here, but I only have one mythic from Ixalan so far, and I feel like that's a little behind the norm. Man, would I like to get Swords to Plowshares. Ooh, or Sanguine Bond. Man, oh man. This has some pretty cool art. I kind of just want it for the art. I don't really care about the card. It's powerful, for sure. But like, I would love Burning Sun's avatar. Carnage Tyrant, I know he's a dinosaur. I don't even like this Paper Magic guy very much. He's just like a big, I mean, he's a huge threat, but he's just kind of, he doesn't do much interesting for me. Also, like, worst card, you know, what do you call this? Rules ever. Like, grammatically, this makes almost no sense. It's like, what? This guy? I can't have my mana drain? Like, I can't believe this made it out the door. That is so clumsy. Anyway, yeah, this is the one mythic rare we have. I'd be totally fine with just about any other of these. Maybe not this thing. This thing looks like poop. Oh man, I would love Regisaur Alpha. This guy would be great. I like this Paper Magic card a lot. Reggie, he's my boy. Yeah, so enough talking. Let's actually open one. Here we go. No whammy, no whammy. This might be me swearing profusely loud. Oh, a red something. Ooh, ooh, we got a masterpiece. Okay. When this creature enters the battlefield, destroy all land supports. Nah. All supports loses one shield. That's not grammatic. Then convert X gems to red, where X is the number of supports on the board. All supports lose one shield, then convert X gems to red. Yeah, this is a really dumb card. I guess I should be happy I have another masterpiece, but like, ugh. guess what you're supposed to do is like put out a bunch of supports that you use this to then gain more red mana. Like, I feel like he'd be awesome in like some weird version of a Koth deck. A really weird version of a Koth deck. Well, we'll try sticking him in somewhere today. See if we can get some value out of him. That's cool though, we got a masterpiece. I have 2 now. Two masterpieces. Boop. Magus of the Moon. So-so, at best. Chrome Mox. All-Star. Goes in every deck. Because why not? Just convert mana to your Planeswalker color. Simple. Very effective. A little on the pricey side for some ramp, but man, once you get it out, I think it has like 4 shields or something. Like, it just, you know, it just generates a ton of mana for it. It's like all you need for fixing. Ever. Pretty nice art, too. This thing's art is kind of all over the place. I can't even tell where his head is. I think that's his head. Maybe that's his head. That might be his face. It's definitely an arm and a shoulder. Another shoulder. So his head, yeah. That must be like his little port hole. That's his head. Those are his space dreadlocks. Anyway. Let's try some of these events. So as said, I've been losing a ton of games. For a minute, I didn't think I was even gaining points, because I swore I'd won a few more rounds than that, but I guess not. Only 4. I've probably played each of these nodes 2 or 3 times, so I'm losing a lot. And on top of that, even when you're not losing, games just go so long. I've noticed something new kind of in the meta game that I'll talk about here in a sec. Let's see, who are we going to play first? We've done these 3 a couple of times, so let's go play Nahiri. Oh, this is good. This is the fun dinosaur deck that I really like. I'm not even like paying attention to these, which is maybe part of my problem, but it's like, here's one of the things I don't like about this event. So you have this set of rules. So you kind of build around what your node is doing. I did the red node with a dinosaur deck. While a player controls a human, that player's dinosaur costs 3 less. Meh. At the beginning of every player's turn, that player draws a card. At the end of every player's turn, discard a card. So you're kind of, you know, you kind of need a deck that has some dinosaurs and humans and can maybe take advantage of discard effects. On top of that, you kind of have to keep these things in mind. It's like, so suddenly you have like 4 parameters to build a deck. And if you want a deck that has creatures and some removal and maybe some ramp and maybe like some way to screw up your opponent, you have way too many factors to build a deck. When it was just these, it was totally doable. It's like, alright, I'll just pull out all my supports and load it up with spells and creatures. I usually ignore these kind of effects because I feel like they're way too hard to hit. You can get yourself to like 20 and then your opponent will just kill you out of nowhere and you're just like, well, I just lost chasing this survivor. I don't like this one. Anyway, so I'm playing Nahiri's dinosaur deck. You can take a look at it real quick. So it's got some of my favorite cards. I'm really unimpressed with this guy, I'm sorry to say. But he's my human. He holds down the human portion of this deck. Also, we have, what did we not want to do? We wanted to cast a bunch of spells. So we've got Settle the... Oh, that's not a spell. Loving this card, by the way. Though, I've had some weird instances with it where the 4 mana converts... After it blows away the first creature, it converts the 4 mana and then breaks the enchantment and then doesn't kill whatever's left. That's a bummer. On top of it, it tends to die a lot and, you know, you just lost 12 mana. This thing is great. I've been casting it on creatures just to draw a card, even if I don't need to prevent damage. It's kind of a wonky way to do it, but like, you know, that's... Spells are good when they can kind of do a lot for you. This is either preventing you damage, drawing you a card, or preventing damage and drawing you a card, which, you know, very flexible. Great card. Saving Grace. So here's the combo of this deck. Saving Grace, Raptor Hatchling, Belligerent Brontodon. So here's a card that is just pure value. For 14 mana, you get a 4/6. Pretty good. Beats the hell out of 31 mana. And when it's on the battlefield, whenever a creature you control attacks, that creature, not Brontodon, that creature gains plus X plus 0, where X is the difference between, basically its power becomes its toughness. So this guy attacks as a 6/6. That's cool. But if you put Saving Grace on something, you basically just given something plus 8 power. So that's just super fun. Kinjali Sunwing, kind of meh on him. He's 13 for a 3/3 flyer. He just slows down your opponent's progress, but like he's not exactly a game winner. This guy's pretty darn good. Similarly, if you can get the Saving Grace on him, he can just blow stuff away. We got the Godpharaoh's Gift in here because this just gives us extra value with discarding creatures each turn. Or if your opponent's just playing in a very aggressive deck, you just get a creature back and just can do some fun stuff. I should note that I've opened a few packs and I've gotten a few dinosaurs, new dinosaurs, that are I've tried and I've already put the poo-poo on. I got a Charging Monstrosaur. Love this guy. I don't think he fits this deck, but just, yeah. And what is he doing? He's eating pirates, so I like him even more. I opened this thing. This is like 16 mana for a 1/1, and then maybe you reinforce. I don't know. I think Queen's Commission is a lot better. Call to the feast. Dinner's ready! That's what this should be called. This guy. So, Paper Magic version is, I believe, it might be a 4/5 for I think 7, maybe a 4/4. So I guess he's costed well. But here's the weird part: whenever he attacks, other creatures you control gain double strike. So if this is the first creature on your board, that's great because he gives everything else double strike. He doesn't gain double strike, which I think is one of his main flaws. He should give himself double strike when he attacks. So then the next guy gets double strike and that guy gets double strike. Cool. But if this is your second guy in your party, your first creature attacks without double strike. Then he doesn't attack without then he attacks without double strike, Gorging Ceratops, and then your third creature finally gets double strike. If this is the last creature on your board, it doesn't do anything. And at 21 mana, you've probably cast a couple of little small creatures already, so this guy often does almost nothing. So it's really a bummer he's not a little better. Pardon me. Any other cool new swag I can tell you about? Not really. Anyway, I got a Pillar of Origins. So this is some cool ramp. This is great in your, creature-themed deck, your tribal deck, as it were. Ooh, and it activates too, so you could do... Wow, this thing's pretty good. I might stick that in. So, part of the reason I'm having so much trouble with a lot of these games is, your mana dries up. So that's a real bummer. Maybe it's worth switching one of these creatures out and trying to... What am I saying? What am I thinking? Words. Words are hard. Gaining some ramp advantage. And I think, honestly, the weakest card. I would take this guy out, but he's working with the event synergy. So let's try taking out Kinjali's Sunwing. Now let's put in the Pillar of Origins, see how that works out. Save. Use it. If you don't use it after you've saved it, it does the previous version, like the unsaved version. It's really weird. And then you start playing, and you're like, wait, where's that card I swapped in? Okay. Playing against, this could probably be an okay match. He's going to go for blue and white, I'm going to go for red and white. So white will be hurting. So the other cool thing about this event is it creates two little unbreakable supports. And sometimes they end up right next to each other, which means you can do some really weird stuff. So if these are like right next to each other, all you have to do is match one red, and they're just like infinite red mana generation. Okay, what's a good swap for us? Maybe nothing. So, we're gonna get this guy online, and that, and the saving grace. Can turn it off, and we're gonna anticipate discarding that. So, I think our best swap is right here. Yeah, it's not great mana for us, but I don't really see any good swaps for us anyway. And it steals some of the blue off the board, so... Well, shit. Ha! Idiot. So this guy, when you cast him, it bounces a creature back to my hand. And he's very inexpensive, and it makes it cost 6 more, permanently. So this guy's a real pain in the butt. He's Merfolk, which is nice. We'll have to watch out for that. So we have 2 of these guys in our hand now. We'll throw one of them out, because we have that God Pharaoh's gift in here. Okay. Alright, we got a great swap right here. So we're going to drop this down and gain a bunch of these white. We might be... we probably won't get 2 creatures out this turn, but we'll get a good ways into that Brontodon. Oh! Made it free? Oh yeah, I don't know where this free damage is coming from, but I like it. Let's see if we can figure that out. There we go. All dinosaurs gains, grammar. When this creature enters the battlefield, it deals... It is missing. Deals 1 damage to the last creature your opponent controls. That's kind of cool. Pardon me. Talking is hard. What is this? Which gives my dinosaurs haste, which is not worth chasing because I don't have any dinosaurs that don't have haste. Boy, I like all these cards. We're gonna throw out this guy. We're gonna turn off the Settle the Wreckage. We're gonna turn... Is that what I want to do? Because if I can get this guy out with the Saving Grace plus Brontodon, I think that's the better play. We're actually going to put the Settle the Wreckage last? I'm a madman. No, I think we got to go like that. I think that's a better play. Just looking at my mana options. Yeah, I think we're going to go with what the AI is suggesting. Ooh, alright. Good. Love it. Bonk. See? Hits us a 6/6. Belligerent Brontodon. He's so belligerent. Interesting. This is kind of a weird card. What's he called? Ooh, another... Ooh. Cool. So now we're going to try and get God Pharaoh's gift turned on. Throwing out this one, though having a second one of these is not bad, but we're going to do some shenanigans as soon as we figure out what our mana options are. So here's what's happening. Look, all the red has disappeared. There's tons of white, but it's not really accessible. Tons of blue because he's going for my mana. So now I have to start pulling my less optimal mana, which I still have. Pretty much the only thing I don't want to get is black. Blue's fine, green's fine. I definitely want red and white. Yeah, I don't want the black, I want the green, right? Yeah. I want the green! So we'll go like this. Oof. Boof. I mean, other than hitting us for damage, wow. And this is another thing I've noticed. Even though I can have like more creatures out, I'm usually like at a way bigger deficit of life. I don't get it. So we really want to get that Settle the Wreckage online. Cool, we can throw out another one of these. You have to be careful with having duplicates out of creatures with Godpharaoh's Gift, because if I return one of these Sun-Crested Hunters, I believe it exiles the entire stack of them. I might be wrong on that. I can't remember. There's a weird interaction. Yeah, we're just going to try and cast everything. If we can cast everything, great. I'm going to give all my creatures +3/+3, because that sounds super handy right about now. I'm still not chasing this black, but we are going to take this blue. And we're going to give my buddy the Sun-Crested Hunters +0/+8, meaning it will not only swing for 16 this turn, it's going to block all his stuff and deal 3 damage. Just pip, pip, pip. This is the combo, boys and girls. And then this is the weird enrage. It makes it look like the creature comes back into play. Verp. So I really love this card combo interaction. I think it's so fun. Hey, buddy! Oh look, he's just free. He's kind of all I ever want to do anything with. We'll get the Sheltering Light. Maybe ready to rock and roll. We're in pretty good board state. So we can deprioritize the Settle the Wreckage. Now, I guess we'll keep going for these green. He sure isn't doing anything with all this blue mana. I know I'm throwing away power here, but like, Raptor Hatchling... Well... You know what? I lied. Because if he bounces something, we'll just need to have a creature ready to throw back out real quick. So we'll actually keep him in our hand in case he catches that Tide Hollow Merfolk guy. Now we're pounding for damage. Yeah. Oh, that thing's nothing to worry about. It is a pretty solid card. So it's a 5/5 with hexproof, that's what this symbol is, with cycling, and it only costs 10. This thing is really good even outside of a cycling deck. You know, if you've already got a whole bunch of creatures in play, just cycle it till you draw something you need. Or, I mean, just cast a 5/5 hexproof for 10 and start buffing it so they can't deal with it. It's great. Artwork is really weird. It feels like a piece of Yu-Gi-Oh! Artwork or something. It's got like strange, I don't know, the contrast, or it's very, it doesn't quite fit the overall theme. It's a great piece of art, but the artwork just looks different than all the other cards. I think this was from Hour of Devastation. Yes, we need this so bad. Been waiting so many bajillion turns to get some mana, and still there isn't much. Alright. If I drop this, I can get a red. Yeah, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get a red combo right here. Much better play. Ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Punch. Oops, I forgot to activate Nahiri's abilities. Uh-oh. See, there we go. He's gonna bounce. Wow. Okay, so, see all that insanity that happened? He just gained a ton of mana. He dropped 2 creatures. He devastated my board. I've been calling this the turn, in air quotes. And it's a play on words, because I love play on words. It's not only the turn where he just really screws me up. Usually it happens a lot earlier in the game. It's a little more devastating. We definitely have him this game. But he also kind of turns the tides, or turns the table, right? You know, he just put out a big creature, got rid of 2 of mine. I'm in a bit of a pickle, but I think we're okay. We can come back from this. Plus, why didn't I Godpharaoh's Tomb? Ah, because he was the last. Poop. So what we're gonna do, I really don't want a 20/20 or a creature for 20 mana in my hand. So we're gonna do this. Discard a card. Huh. I got one anyway. See, this is almost like I gained myself a bunch of mana. Almost. Almost like I gave myself a bunch of mana. Okay, we're one away from casting that, so we might get Settle the Wreckage out this turn. We might not. If we don't, it's not the end of the world. Like I said, I think we're in a pretty good place right now. And if I drop these, I can get those black, but I don't care about that. I really want just the red, so we'll go for the red. Hello! Yeah. I'm excited to see this thing maybe pull some weight. Ah, crap. So yeah, now we're in a bit of a pickle. We really need to get Settle the Wreckage out. Get a free dino. I don't even want this guy coming back, so we're just gonna get rid of him. We'll keep trying for... No, because we kind of want to get him out. We really just need to... I mean, we got to get 8 damage across. Plain and simple. It's such a weird sound. It's like a moaning robot. So here's something... If, you know, this could be really good, but it doesn't extensively or exactly give us mana. It just converts gems, so there's a chance it could do nothing and just give him mana. And we really need to, you know, throttle down on this dude. If we match 3 here, we'll get the black, so that's our better choice. Good. It's in not a good place for him to attack. Unless he gets some crazy cascade, knock on wood. Thank goodness my desk is made of wood. Actual wood. So Settle the Wreckage gets around hexproof, which is a darn good thing. Bye-bye. Hello, Brontodon. Now we've got a ton of those. We want to get this guy out. It might happen. Possibly. We've got lots of... So we're going to crack these blue, get these green. Then I think after that we'll go for these white, even though we blow up our own enchantment. We'll also get some gold loyalty, and we'll see what happens. Ooh! Well, so much for that plan. Best laid plans of Dinomancers. Wait, can I just win right here? Yeah, I can. Just win, don't cast stuff, who cares? Belligerent Brontodon. See what I mean? See how long these games take now? I mean, it's probably because I'm playing really dirtily cards. I'm used to winning in, like, you know, with really finely tuned decks. I think this is probably my best, well, one of my best 2 decks with the new Ixalan cards. The sort of dinosaur blocker strategy. The other one I would say is definitely my vampire deck, which I have 1 or 2 versions of that lined up. I have one built for Sorin, and what did we build for... Oh yeah, this is also vampire deck. So you can go decks in different ways. So this is mono white vampires plus Oath of Ajani. I'll talk about this one in a minute. We'll just keep going around the clock here. See, did I not gain? It doesn't seem like I'm getting a lot of points, but I guess so. So I went ahead and built a Merfolk deck. It's not good. It's no bueno. This guy's actually pretty good. I've come to like him quite a bit. I would say all-stars in this deck: Sphinx Tutelage, Overcome. This is okay. But all these other guys, this is probably the best non-rare Merfolk I have. Because it gives a permanent +1/+1. Not crazy about this guy. really not crazy about this guy. I don't have a lot of other merfolk is the thing. This, I thought, might do some stuff, but I have barely used it. So maybe that's a sign I need to take it out. I know what we can put in. Let's put in. We barely got to use it. And I'm still really impressed with the Conqueror's Galleon. That's a really good card. There. The only other thing I would consider putting in is maybe... This deck is really hard up for any sort of removal or control. I changed my mind. We're going to take out Pillar of Origins. Let's, I need some sort of bounce spell or something like that. We're going to try this. I don't know if this first clause gets around the thing where if they have more than, or if they have less than 5 creatures. I don't know if it's just going to kill a thing. So we're going to give it a try. So, yeah, Perilous Voyage. Save. Use. This is never happening in any deck. Destroy 5 creatures. Nope. Maybe if we get 2 bouts of Overrun. But like, okay, here we go. So we're going to play a blue-green against a blue-green deck. This is going to take forever, even with all of our ramp and stuff. Look, their score is only 20 as well. These fights just go totally lopsided. Oh, I forgot to talk about the special rules. This one does something like, every time a merfolk enters, you drain 2 mana from your opponent. So my thinking was, you know, go hard in on that strategy. Here we go. All merfolk get +1/+1. Cool. And when they enter the battlefield, increase the cost of the first card in your opponent's hand by 2. I was tempted by this dinosaur one and regenerate, but that's cool. At the beginning of every player's turn, convert 4 gems. Oh, I'm glad I didn't put that pillar of whatever it's called, because we're going to be converting gems anyway. Okay, definitely this is like better than getting any creature out, so getting that out early is totally fine. Let's turn that off so we don't cast it accidentally, and then let's break some blue. Really? Didn't even get that out turn 1? Okay, stop. We're boned. We lost. We can't deal with that. Aha. Ha ha. It's not great, but it's what we have to do, man. Cast them both. Oh, interesting. You don't even get to target with it, though. Okay, so we're going pretty hard on the control right now. We're just going to try and disrupt their deck as much as possible so we can keep doing our stuff. Now, we don't want to hit this because we really need all of our cards right now. If he breaks it, that's fine. Maybe that'll even lure him to it, but... Okay, this is really bad. Okay, it's not great. We are in a world of hurt. I don't want to cast this turn. We're just going to keep slamming towards this guy. I guess we can... Because next turn, when we attack, we're going to want to overcome so we can get past his Dwayne Giltleaf Dane. This is pretty good rare. It's a 5/6 for 16, which is a bit much, but it has reach and it has an activation. It's a pretty good card. Not hugely powerful, but like, it's fine. I'd play it. I do play it. I have an elf deck that plays it. This used to this used to cost like 6, and it did something like 9 mana, and you could just shut your opponent down with just this ability. I've maybe used this twice in like the 2 years I've had Kiora. Yeah, I mean, it just obliterates. This also I don't use very much. You just spam crashing waves over and over again. Okay. We're gonna get this green. Boop. Hopefully he doesn't have some way to kill that. Ha! Yes, good. Oh yeah. See, now we're just, by playing Merfolk and casting spells, we are just shutting off his deck. Hey, thank you. Okay, what is this? Can he hit himself? First creature? Yeah, cool. Unfortunately, we're gonna blow up our Sphinx tutelage, but we have one sitting here in our hand. Cool. Let's do that. That looks fun. Boom. Drain all the mana out of this. So the interesting thing about Sphinx tutelage is it just makes their first spell cost more and more and more and more and more and more every turn. Unless they get a crazy turn like that, they cast it no problem. Shit. We're gonna try and get this out. I don't know if we can this turn though. I need 8. At best I'm getting what? 6? I need the manas. Sorry, I'm just taking a look, see if there's any way we can get to 8 mana. I don't think there is. We can take 6 damage off this guy. That's not bad. Thing is, once he hits me, he becomes a 12/12. And that's scary. Oh, where were you last turn? Come on. So we're going to drain some mana out of his hand. We definitely get Perilous Voyage online. Then, because we're going to be super cheap, we're going to cycle this, which will draw us a card, meaning we will drain an additional 2 mana out of his hand. And we're going to cycle this card, which will do the same thing again. And we're going to do it again. Maybe now it's worth casting. I think we're going to cast that Desert of the Mindful, because we really need to get stuff out this turn. And I think more than these Shaper Mystics, we want the Censor and just totally lock off their hand from play. Ha! So now their first spell in their hand probably costs something like 20. And they're not getting great mana. We're going to try and power up that again. We're going to do... Is that what I want to do? Yeah, I think so. Because it gets us some loyalty and some green. And a creature out, which is never bad. And it drains 2 more mana out of his hand. That's a bummer. Oh boy. So now we're getting just flooded with creatures. I don't... No, I want you to go away. We're gonna try and cast this River Sneak, I guess. I don't think it'll happen, which means he'll probably drop something terrifying. other options here? I mean, this is, I mean, like, the last 5 turns, both of us have just been going hard on that, which is strange. I don't see any point in doing this. I don't see any point. I may as well just do this. Sure. Hopefully he can't cast this first spell in his hand. Oh, never mind. Look who's back. Back again. You're dead to me. We just want to get creatures out like crazy. And, okay, we have a match here. It's alright. Maybe we get a creature out. Okay, I like it. Go on. And so, like, I've been hitting him every turn, and he's only down to 79? How is he just barely below health than me? You know, I haven't even been paying attention to what my creatures are doing. You know, they're just over there just whittling away. Alright, here's a move. Maybe we get another merfolk out. Nice, nice. Bam, bam, bam. So that really hurts. Oh my gosh, please stop drawing creatures. I don't need them, I need spells. Our game plan here, ooh. Okay, cool. If I break these green, the only one that will break is this green, and I'll get to drop that red or blue, and I get to discard one of these creatures in my hand. I think it's going to be a Shapers of Nature, just because they're so expensive, and hopefully draw a spell that wins us the game, like Overrun. Nope. More Merfolk. I think I have 5 creatures in this deck. This is why I usually don't like more than 5. Because, oh thank god, sometimes you can just end up with nothing but creatures in your hand when really all you need is a spell. Stop! 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 Crap. Okay, value. We'll try and get that online. I mean, this will win us the game, but this will keep us alive. I guess if you look at them in those terms, I still think it's better to get the Perilous Voyage and come back and overcome with max power the next turn. So we'll go like that. But that means he has all... No, that means he gives all the cards in his hand cycling. Wow. I forgot that was in this deck. This is the first time we've drawn it. That happens a lot too. Okay, I think we just win this turn. And just for... This is the ultimate way to win. Just overrun him. It doesn't matter what we do. We won't get overrun, but it's fine. Ooh, that kills creatures. That's an excellent spell. You can't target, but it's just their first creature, just gone. That card is awesome, and has incidental card draw value. Okay, I really like that spell. That works really nicely in this deck. So that should put us at 25, which means we get those crystals. I'd really... The next reward after the crystals is... So yeah, why didn't I get any points for that? Right? We should have gotten 25 crystals there. Something's not right, because I've won so many rounds. I've won way more than 4 rounds. I've won at least 8. So yeah. I'm losing out on crystals, which, I mean, it's fine, but it's really a bummer to not be getting my mana, or getting my rewards. It makes this really hard to get. I mean, it makes this almost impossible. I think there's something in the activity hub saying that they're aware that it's not giving rewards, which is good of them. For one, it is nice of them to be on top of it and to use their in-game messaging system. Oftentimes, like, sometimes they just don't mention anything, and you know, the game just updates, you know, it's like, oh, I didn't know that was gonna happen. Like, how hard is it to write one of these? Do you have to, like, write computer code or something? I don't know. Hopefully this means we get some sort of compensation. Like, I hate being the guy like, oh, we deserve to win, but like, on some level, you know, we're playing the game. Granted, I'm playing it mostly for free, and you know, I've sort of been, the carrot has been dangled, hey, if you play our game you get these rewards. Well, now I'm not even, the carrot's not getting any closer. I don't know what the appropriate metaphor here is, but you know, the game is really the carrot. Whatever, shut up. Okay, we're gonna play, this is Chad, aka Gideon. This event, so we're looking at the blue node, or white node. Vampires have vigilance. Now, I know I go on and on about how dangerous vigilance can be for the player with the vigilant creatures, but I have a ton of stuff that gives my creatures indestructible and stuff like that. If I control a vampire, reinforce a creature token that player controls. And then there's something about dinosaurs and blah 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 blah. And then there's an activate one, disable your opponent's first creature until the beginning of your next turn. I never think to look for this. Again, it's kind of just too much going on. But all you need to read is, vampires have vigilance. Whenever I gain life, reinforce a vampire. So this deck is built around vampires, obviously, and protecting the snot out of them. We have Sheltering Light, which I've already talked about as being a great card, and Shrouding Mist. This is from Origins. This is another great card, very inexpensive. Gives a +1/+1 and prevent damage to a creature until the beginning of your next turn, meaning you can just soak up a ton of damage and maybe kill some of their dudes. The usual motley crew of vampires. We have Queen's Commission, Duskborn, Sky March, Legion's Landing, Settle the Wreckage, Oath of Ajani. This gives permanent +2/+2 and makes, oh, it doesn't make any energy, but permanent +2/+2 to each creature. Seems fine. You know what? Since we got Call to the Feast or whatever it's called, dinner's ready, let's try that instead of Oath of Ajani. It's a little more flavorful. It's way more expensive. I don't know if it's going to do as much for us, but we'll try it. We're not getting our rewards anyway. Whoop, add to deck. What do we have for ramp? Oh, Legion Landing is ramp. Cool. Then, different forms of removal. Gideon's Defeat gains us some health. What did we just take out? Oh yeah, the Oath of Ajani. Yeah, this is fine. Lots of ways to get lifelink and stuff, so seems fun. Summon 3 or less creatures. It might be possible. We have a lot of token enablers. Take 60 more damage? That's definitely going to be possible. Ooh, level 60 Origins Chandra. A lot of people didn't like her because she's got very low hit points, but man, she can deal a lot of damage. This bugs me that this text clips that yellow line and they're so similar in color. Okay. This is a silly hand, so Call to the Feast If you control 2 or more vampires, reinforce all your creatures. So we kind of want to get Legion Conquistador and then Call to Feast out, but man, do those cost a lot. Okay. If I drop this, I will get the green. As opposed to just getting some white. So if we get blue and green, we will get 4 and 4 for 8. So that's what we're going to do. Ooh, nice. I'll cast that way before I cast Call to the Feast. Alright, there's a good swap. Here's the disable. Oh, each one makes one. Interesting. So it's almost like activate 2. Huh. This is a... I don't know if this card exists in MTG PQ. It does something like... It's similar to a pacifism effect. Like it just taps a creature, or can't attack or block, and something. It's a good card. I got wrecked by it a lot in draft. Oh, and it makes rare vampire tokens. Look at that. The little raptor hatchling, he also makes rare dinosaur tokens. I think that's kind of cute. Yeah, Legion's Landing? Totally. We are vampiring out here. Okay. Yep. Aw. Oh man, he's got a good play right there. And he'll get this black. And I think this blue. Oh, no, now he's getting the blue. Oh, there's his turn. Now we're way behind. So see what I mean? Just like, we went from being in a pretty good lead to suddenly we're probably gonna lose. I've tried to combat that by like not playing out my hand until I've seen that happen, but the risk you run into is you don't do anything for a lot of turns, and that never happens, and you throw away all your good cards. This thing is unbelievable. I can't believe they made this dumb thing. At least this powerful. The Paper Magic version is a 5/5 for, I think, 4 or 5, maybe 6. It's not much. And it only does 5 damage to one creature. This does 5 damage to all of your creatures. And the opponent. This thing is a little too powerful. It is called the Boom Ship, and for good reason. We're going to try and get this little guy back online, which means we can probably throw this guy out of our hand. We might need it. If we somehow gain 5, 13, 29 mana, it'll happen. Don't worry about it. Okay, we have a green match, but we don't really want that. We really want... shit, but that's going to make red available to him. She has really bad mana gains. Actually, they're better than I thought. So we're actually going to... I don't wanna. Yeah, I guess that's what we gotta do. Ha! Enjoy my 1/1 vampire. Jerk. Oh, sure. Yeah, we're gonna lose this game. I pretty much guarantee it. Now, we do get to disable this creature, which will help a little bit. We could match this, because I've done this before. You can crank. It might be worth doing just to show it, but we would lose our enchantment. He'll probably do it anyway, but we would gain 3 mana, because this can take 3 hits before it breaks. These can't break. Yeah, we're just gonna do this. It would mean 3 times 5, 15 mana, which is not nothing. It almost gets us Call to the Feast. But we lose our... Alright, here's what we can do. We can cheese this out. No. This is what we're gonna do. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Oh, that was so stupid. Now he gets a free swap. Ah! We do get 2 creatures out. Oh, okay. Wow, we are just getting obliterated. Sure. And another free swap. Okay. So this is what happens a lot. They get their turn and suddenly you can't keep anything alive. It's not a lot of fun to play against. But it's been happening a lot. And it makes it doubly worse that you aren't even getting your rewards for games you win. So yeah, yep. Goodbye, creature. We hardly knew ye. Fucking hell, man. What was that? Sure would love one of my pieces of removal. I think there's some in here. Get out of here. I don't even think we've attacked with anything this turn. I think they're still at full health. Which is fun. Boop. Try and keep that online. Something tells me this is a kill spell. Oh my! Oh, thank God. Please. There's no way we'll get it out. Maybe. With some luck. The likelihood that he has a kill spell is high. Still, I don't think it's worth saving a 1/1. We want to save that for, like, our 5/5 or something. Let's see. And it wouldn't matter because it's destroy, and prevent damage doesn't prevent destroy effects. We need creatures so bad. So bad. We haven't done any damage. This is really bad. We're gonna go for this green. Nothing. Ooh, I would like to get that out. So, you can kind of tell when a spell doesn't feel like casting. It just sits in your hand forever. Yeah, I'm putting things that I think are more important before it. Kind of like a weird way to tell if a spell is working in your deck. If you ever cast it. You know, it's not like something that's like support removal where it's like if they're not playing supports you don't cast it. It's still probably handy to have in your deck, but you can't be prepared for all the decks. We're gonna go for the green because I think he likes green okay. I'm guessing it's gonna die. Oh, it lived. Oh, we don't need another one of those. This one's okay on a big beefy creature. I prefer to put it on the lifelink guys just so I can gain some life back. And then this Call to Arms is good, again, if you have lifelink guys, but I kind of prefer to do it if I have at least 2 creatures out. And we're trying to build towards this Paladin of the Bloodstained. So then it'll be really handy to have out. If I'm not doing this, because that will gain us almost no mana. Blue seems okay. This blue seems okay, though it'll make it easy for him to break my Legion's Landing, so we're going to do this blue over here. So get out of here. No one likes you. Garbage rare. Now this is sometimes worth doing on one creature, because it gives it a big butt. I bet I know what he's probably casting another boom ship. This will put it out of range of boom ship, because it does 5. I hope he doesn't do something screwy. But knowing the way the AI plays lately, it'll probably do something screwy. So now we're in this position, it's gonna get broken anyway. I say we go for it. We don't have much other good mana. Boom, he got my enchantment. Oh, and he disabled my creature. Stop. Please stop. Okay, that's not the worst. I lied, that's terrible. Okay, that's not the worst. Wow. Oh, yes. Please, I can have Settle Wreckage. I think this is still disabled. This seems like a pretty okay play. Oh yeah. We're gonna give him prevent damage. Hopefully he doesn't have a way to kill it. And we're gonna block both his creatures. Oh. Holy crap, we're at 2. Oh, and this thing has Afflict. Oh, didn't matter. So, yeah, you gotta watch out for the turn, because it just ruins the game for you. You kinda can't come back from it. You can try really hard, but it gives them such a huge advantage. This annoys me so much. I mean, like, did they not look at things as they were typing them in? Does their interface when they're designing them not give them a preview? So I'm trying so hard to just use Ixalan cards. I built another pirate deck. This one's largely based around discard. I figured out some shenanigans with this guy. If you cast him and then replace him with another creature, they don't get to draw the card. So that's kind of fun. I still don't love Sword Point Diplomacy. Raider's Wake is great. I'm not in love with this, but it's okay. Alright, we'll give it a run. Should we switch out the Chrome Mox? Yeah, we'll do it for flavor. Because we have a bunch of pirates. Boop. 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 Pillar of Origins. Why is it called Pillar of Origins? It's not even in Pillar of Origins set. Flavor fail. I got a burp, hold on. I'm glad I muted that one, it was gross. Cast 5 or more creatures within a single fight. Why? It's not like this is ever carried over. Why this sudden weird phrasing? Could just say cast 5 or more creatures. Period. And note, there's a period at the end of this sentence. No period at this sentence. Really sloppy. Cast 2 or less spells. Do we even have spells in this deck? I don't remember much removal, which is not a good thing. We have 2 spells. Driven is one of these cards that I think is so much value it's kind of bonkers. It gives all your creatures Trample Berserk, and when this creature attacks, you draw 1 card. I've probably talked about it before. And then Aftermath, each creature you control gains Menace, effectively unblockable, and when it deals damage, your opponent discards 1 card. So you can blow 3 cards or more out of their hand if you do like Double Strike or something like that. Very powerful card. I've sort of been calling this removal. It's not. I think we just need a piece of hard removal. You know, something we can just aim at their creature and make it go away. And that one is going to be You know, I was quite liking the bounce spell. Perilous Voyage. I was pretty surprised by that. Yeah, it's their first creature, but if you're playing tight, your opponent hopefully will only have one creature out at a time. Plus, Bolas does have his first ability, blows away a creature of your choice. So if you blow away their biggest threat, and then you can blow away something else. So we'll try that. What are the rules for this fight? This is blue node. Pirates get +2/+0. Great. When they enter the battlefield, a support you control gains +1 shield, and support your opponent controls loses 1 shield. It's kind of interesting. Plus, you draw an extra card each turn. So this is why I included Sword Point Diplomacy, because it loses shields so fast. And this, which also gains shields, so you can get this to flip over pretty quick. This is also doubling as some ramp. Alright, enough talk. We might not need this Pillar of Origins. Whatever, it's fine. Unfortunately, we're playing another level Bolas. Holy crap, how was this score that high? We're exactly the same level, that's good. Great. Oh boy, do I get a spell out of his hand first, or would I haste my creatures? I think this is my line. Oh yeah, okay. We might even be able to get that. He's not a vampire, he's a pirate. We do this, we're gonna not only get this white, we'll get this red. I think it will drop down and get this black as well. Boom, got there. Eat pirates. Ultimate power. We might get the. We're gonna push for this galleon. If I break these green, these red will drop down. I won't get. Oh yeah, here we go, and we'll save this. Oh my gosh, the power. Now because it's a token, Hazaret's, what's it called? Hazaret's fighty spell. Hazaret's favor. It doesn't hit tokens, which I think that's a totally fine balance. Because otherwise you could cast something that puts multiple tokens in, gain a bunch of permanent +2/+0 buffs, and give it haste. It'd be pretty darn powerful. I think it's totally fine to not give tokens haste. Cool, we got a Perilous Voyage. I sure would like to get Driven. But I think we're going to keep slamming out freebooters. Freeboot all day, every day. Yeah, I think this is our best match. Yeah, it is. Bye-bye. Look at that, and we just flipped our Conqueror's Galleon. This is about the best this deck has ever done. Ooh, neat. So we're going to get this Goblin online. We're going to get this Perilous Voyage out of here and just return that back to his hand. What is this? And we'll draw a card. Because we aren't getting enough value out of this deck. Can't you tell? We could kill this creature, but it actually gains him mana. Oh, that was weird. Gains him cards to bring that back, so we're just gonna make him cast it over and over again, and discard and redraw and blah blah blah. It'll be good. It'll be good. We'll save Bolas's +1 ability for bigger threats. Boop. Wow. And we got to draw a card off of it. I guarantee you will never see my pirate decks be this effective ever again. This is pretty great. Boy. Let's try and get this freebooter booting some freebies. If I match these 3 red, oh darn it, look, I can crack my own stuff. I hate that. Anyway, if I was gonna bring these down, this one wouldn't drop and I wouldn't get these green. I guess this is my best play. I don't like it, but it's what we're gonna do. Alright, sure. Now, we definitely don't need to draw cards with this deck. That is not the problem I'm running into. Ooh. Punch. Another sword point diplomacy. So what I'm hoping happens here in the next couple of turns is enemy Bolas, Scorpion Sting, destroys one of my creatures. I'm betting he'll go for this guy just because it's the biggest power and toughness. And everything else at this point. The AI is getting better about recognizing what's actually, you know, affecting them. Like, you might have like a 5/6 and like a 2/2 that's doing weird stuff. And sometimes it'll go for the 2/2. So that's kind of cool. I like that it's getting better at assessing cards. But I almost, like, I'm 99.99% sure. I mean, a 17/7 flying coming at you, plus it would in theory draw him cards, but he already has a full hand. He might get 1 card off of it, which is fine. We've blown away like 3 out of his hand. Let's try getting a sword point diplomacy online, and we're gonna discard something. We're gonna get rid of a Pillar Origins, just so we can keep drawing some cards. Hey, no. Now! Bad. This isn't a great play, but it'll make some stuff happen. Ooh, wow. Was that a match? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Holy smokes. So now I have options. Like, this is what I don't like about this last ability. The last creature that entered your graveyard gains zombie and is returned to the battlefield. I've totally got the upper hand right now, so this does nothing. Like, I could even try and use it, and it won't do anything. Watch. It makes a sound. It doesn't even... So that's kind of a bummer when an ultimate ability doesn't do anything. I could do this and draw 2 cards and make zombies. I actually like Plague of Locusts quite a bit. Though it makes zombies, not locusts. Zombie locusts? Does the Locust God put zombies into play? No, it put Locust Tokus into play. Awkward. I think the Scarab God put zombies into play. It seems like they got these backwards. Anyway, what were we doing? We were going to cast Sword Point Diplomacy. Like this. Boop. And draw yet another card. Punch. No! The AI really likes this card. Like, really likes it. I don't even like this thing in Paper Magic. I guess it draws you a bunch of cards and fixes your hand, but like... I only see it as downsides. It's a little awkward to get this now. We don't need another Sword Point Diplomacy. I guess we get another Wily Goblin in play. He's so wily. And our play this turn is, let's see, if we match 3. No, that's going to bring it down 1 too far. I mean, I don't think it really matters what we play. Are they just dead? We're holding up. We have 26 mana, or 26 power right here. So, Lederhosen. Plus we're casting another Goblin. Crunch. sure would like my headphones to relax a little bit. They're like digging into the top of my... Oh, thank heavens. It's really hard to do. They're really stiff. Maybe that's better? I don't know. We'll see. So I'm curious. Okay, we got all of the objectives. Does that mean we get the rewards, or does that mean we don't get the rewards? We were at 20, if I remember right. We're tiptoeing towards 25. Ooh, nice alliteration, if I do say so myself. Got there! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Okay. Somehow we just skyrocketed in points. Let's crack a pack. That was weird. We gained like 10 points that time. Let's see a shake. Something shake for me. Thunder Thizosaurus over here. Shake! No. Wow, a lot of uncommons. Different values? That's strange. Maybe I'm getting a bonus on the new set? Weird. Once I get 320, it's not happening today. Crack some more packs of that. When are we up for our next free one? In 15 minutes, so probably like one more match. We can do one more. Let's try playing with that new mythic. That masterpiece. Are we gonna do it in here? No. Because we thought it'd go good in a Koth deck, so let's build a Koth deck. Meh. Let's play both of our masterpieces. Now let's read it one more time. What does he want to do? Destroy all land supports. That's super weird. Activate 2 red. All supports lose 1 shield, then convert X gems to red, where X is the number of supports on the board. Okay, a few supports come to mind immediately. Oh, I see. We're filtering to the exact things we're looking at. There is a land from, I forget which one of these sets, somewhere in the Innistrad block. Drowned Temple, 9 mana. At the beginning of your turn, you gain 3 mana. Great, just 3 free mana any turn. Landfall, meaning if you match 4 non-loyalty gems, return to the battlefield. So all you have to do is get this out once, and you never need to draw it again. If you draw it, you can just throw it away, because it's a dead card in your hand. It's a land card, it'll get destroyed, but that's fine. It's fine. Another good one seems like... Oops. I think it was also from this. The Vessels. The Wessels. Vessel of Volatility. When it's destroyed, you gain 6 mana. Yep, that's making it in. There's a red creature. Here they are. These guys also destroy support, so this is going to be like some sort of weird self-destructive support deck. I just hope we'll have like the right... we'll be able to get enough supports out to routinely blow up our own stuff. We might look for just some cheap who cares supports that do stuff when they die. Let's see. There's a spell from Kaladesh that also likes to blow. Incendiary Sabotage. Now, I think this is a pretty bad card. It costs a lot, and you have to destroy a support not of your choice. And then each creature your opponent controls takes... each creature your opponent controls on the battlefield. You can't deal damage to creatures in their hand. They thought that was important to include. Or the graveyard. Takes 4 damage. I've played with it a few times. As you can see, I've mastered it. I don't think it's a good card, but for the instances of this deck, we'll give it a shot. What else is good? Okay. This destroys supports. That's kind of fun. Our opponent's going to be like, what the hell kind of dumb deck is this? To which we will reply, I don't know, man. Look, just lose already. Okay, we've got some bad removal. We've got some janky creatures. We're kind of going wide with tokens. Do we have any way we can do some craziness with tokens? If I had a way to give them haste, that would be cool. Just run them out and then blow stuff up. Trying to think. You know, one of my favorite spells, Giant Spectacle. Target creature you control gets +2/+1 Berserker and Trample permanently. Yep. We'll play that. That's ramp. That's ramp. That's ramp. Maybe I don't need both of these. Yeah, we're going to take Chrome Mox out. We don't want to be too flashy. Alright, what else is good? So this guy wants to break red gems. Just trying to think what else would be good. You know what? I've got a better idea. We're not going to play mono red. We're going to scrap this deck. Because I really like... There's a green creature. We're basically going to use all those cards. Because they're fine. Ooh. No. That's a little more than we want to do. Where are you? Where are you? Oh, because I'm not looking under masterpieces. Dirt. Okay. And the other creature I want is from... He's green. Again, I don't know the names, I know the pictures. Manglehorn. Also destroys the support, and your opponent's support starts losing shields every turn. That seems cool. And he's pretty reasonably costed. A 14, or a 6/6 for 4? Cool. Cool. Alright, and so some of those other things we had that looked fun were a couple of different enchantments from this set. I forget what the green one does. I don't think it's very good. Let's first get, or sorry, by green one I mean the green vessel. It's not bad. It's cheap. Just dome them for 2 damage every so often. That could be cut easily. In fact, I think I will cut it. I have a better idea. Oops, we want to keep those up. I am all over the place today. I apologize. What does the green one do? It should cost like 1. I don't think that's worth having in there. What does this do? Okay, so this makes supports. This could be crazy. We're putting that in. Hopefully we won't destroy it accidentally. Have some sort of weird red-green support destruction deck. Alright, that's looking fun. This deck is going to be silly. Let's look at throwing knives, I think is what they're called. Throwing knife. Just one. First creature you get +2, +0. When it's destroyed, your opponent takes 2 damage. So, you know, just things get a little bit bigger. It does 2 things. You know, sometimes that's my bare minimum for what makes a good card. Does it do 2 things at a reasonable cost? Yes, it does. And this art is so cool. How much would that hurt to have sticking out of you? You'd be like, no, ow, whoa, look at this thing, and then you die. Right? Because that's how that works. Other guys we were having in here, Kai and Pia, what are they called? What's their names? Oh, Pia and Kiran. And we had Unleash the Gremlins, which is from Aether Revolt. It's a rare spell. Okay. 3 creatures, he makes tokens, this makes tokens. Oh yeah, we had that dumb... I can't remember if it's in Kaladesh or Aether Revolt. Incendiary Sabotage. And then, yeah. Giant Spectacle? Oh, you know what's better than Giant Spectacle? No. Emergent Growth, like... So this gives you 3/3 and Trample for 4. This one gives you +5/+5 and Berserk for 6. Which one do you think is better? They're both common. Yeah, it's silly. Their criteria for evaluating card costs are totally lopsided. They don't make a lick of sense. Alright, let's try this silly deck. We'll probably lose. Yeah, in fact, we're going against Ka. We just want to see what the cards do, even if we lose, right? Knowledge is the true reward, or something. Okay, we've got some good turn 1 plays. Ooh, fun. Oh, wow. Now since we're playing a red deck, I think we'll get Manglehorn out first, followed by... Dies. Get the Throwing Knife out first. Since we're playing a red deck, Koth can be completely screwed up by not getting red mana. So we definitely want to take as much of his red mana as possible. Is there a way we can... I'd love to get some of this green and some of this red. I don't think it's going to happen, though. No. If I do that, I'll just drop that down. Yeah, I don't think there is. Yeah, nope. So, that's what we gotta do. Hello. Gives him more red anyway. Turn that off, because I think that one will auto-cast if you're not careful. So this red looks good, but if we get this green, we'll also get this white, which will give us... Oh, white's actually... But we'll still get 8 and 2, 10 mana. That's worth doing. Uh-oh, I didn't realize he had 2 spells. Yep, that's a great card. Inner Struggle, man, I tried so hard to get one of those. I Finally got one through booster crafting, but man, I had to drop a lot of spells. Alright, well, that sucked. Try and get Elven Wild Mysteries out. So now look, there's like no red mana for him. So that's kind of okay. He might have a support destruction card. Yep, Demolish. Unbelievably good card. Boy, I sure would like a creature. He probably has, these are probably like 2 Demolishes. Haha! Got a creature. Probably got a kill spell and a Demolish. Oh, that's bad. Yep, there we go. Okay, there was his turn. Yep. See? Dumped his hand. I wasn't in a great board state, but now I'm way behind. And I've got nothing but do-nothing cards in my hand. I think we're just going to ship it. We would have lost that fight and not have gotten to see anything our deck would do. We would just sit there for turns, trying to draw cards, gaining mana towards nothing that helps. So we're just going to run it again, because that was going nowhere. Whoop. It's funny, this used to say something to the effect of, try your decks against actual opponents. And it's like, that's not how this works. Nice try though, but no. You are wrong. Okay, who do we have this time? Okay, alright, we're actually going to get Pia and Karan out, because Manglehorn, we might save to blow away one of their supports should they put one out. Now we have a great play right here. Gain some white, which they want, steal some red, which they also want. Yeah, this is still a better play. Oop. Oh, and we get some black. That was a great turn. This thing's annoying. Ooh, but Manglehorn makes short work of his thingy-bobs. His thingy-bobs. His servos. Yeah. Uh-huh. 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 Green it is. These used to come out a lot faster. Something in the last update made it so they now cast like one at a time again. Dope! So this thing gets pretty out of control pretty fast, as you can see. I think we're going to try to hit it with Emergent Growth. I like all these things. And here we are, running short of mana options already. What is this, like turn 3? And pretty much anything I do is going to give him mana, like next turn. If I do this, oh, that's actually not bad. It's not great. Yeah, that sucked. I wanted to do that. That's not great. Haha! So what do we have this turn that we can do? We're obviously going to go for this red, I think. We're going to gain... What do we get? 5 mana? So we're going to get 8 from one of these swaps. What is this? So we're going to go for this Manglehorn. If we're lucky, we'll blow up his Dagger of the Worthy. But it won't happen, we'll hit one of his supports, but that's fine. But that will be our big, powerful, stompy turn. We'll try and get this Vessel out. And yeah. Oh, here's what we were going to do. Double Strike. Excuse me. Oh, I thought I got the Manglehorn out. Well, poop. Okay, we're in good shape now. Turn that off. I think we'll keep racing towards... I would like to get... The sooner you get this guy out, kind of the better. Because it'll just start whittling away all his little enchantments. Or supports, rather. And I think this is pretty much the same. Okay, we got that out. The Vessel of Volatility. Now, you don't want to double up on those. You want to let one break before the next one breaks. It's great with Incendiary Sabotage. Because that means you've played your hand well. And try it for this Ulvenwald Mysteries. We don't care about this guy. So no. Where's my masterpiece? Okay, darn. I don't know what this is, but he's gonna get to do it. This might be his turn. Nope. Okay, that wasn't so bad. Fortunately, we have this Emergent Growth lined up. And maybe we'll even just blow it away with the Incendiary Sabotage. Can we get 5 mana? Nope. We sure cannot. Boop, boop. Yep. So this is apparently an all-spell deck. I've drawn 2 creatures this game. It's a good thing I did, too. We will see your... what is less essential? Yeah. I was contemplating between these 2 creatures or this guy. This guy has an active ability. Every turn he's doing something. This... So, throwing Kia and Piran under the bus. I really like, what's it called, Emergent Growth? That's pretty great. Stop. That's bad. Okay. Uh-oh, that's bad news. Really? He might just... Are you serious? Oh no, he's casting the bonus copies. Wow. I am a little pissed off. How much damage did we just take? Like 80 damage from those stupid effing things? And where was my... Good golly. He did over 96 damage in one turn. Hazoret's Undying Fury. This card is a little OP. Because all you have to do is just build a deck with this and, like, you know, Approach of the Second Sun. Kind of doesn't matter what the rest is. And as soon as you get... I mean, that's just like a win condition right there. You get 21 mana. Not hard to do in a red deck. And Approach of the Second Sun. And you just... If you gain 4 copies of this, it just cascades into a ton of damage. That's garbage. Alright, this is going to be our last game for the day. If we don't get to see our masterpiece, I'm going to be very, very sad. Oh good, a Bolas deck. Those aren't at all broken. Alright, last game. We're going to rock it this time. You just watch. Wet my whistle with a little coffee. Hey! Hey, buddy! Yeah, we're gonna get you out first. This guy's a little cheaper and he's a little bit bigger power. Maybe that's the better choice. No. Well, yeah, let's do it. Oh, man. Okay, alright. Try to follow up our Manglehorn with an Emergent Growth. We don't have any mana this turn, which is cool. Oh, yeah, that thing. Good, good, good. Haha! Wow, that was a big swing for him. See, since we just cast one of these and then get it back no matter what, I just get rid of it as soon as I draw them. Probably this green is our best. Yeah. Destroy all things. Yeah. Wait. Oh yeah. Bah. Of course, we'll keep drawing those. Naturally. Turn that off. I mean, we've almost got that last support blown away. And Manglehorn will just get rid of it, so no sense in doing it quite yet. We're just gonna do this. What is this? Which says, all support lose windshield. Haha! Oh, it's gonna do literally nothing. That is a weird effing ability. It's like, it destroys supports and then gives you mana for all remaining supports. I want to know what this actual magic card does, because this is just so weird. Sure. Sure. He said sure. Whoop! Aha! The combo. Sort of. Oh no. Are these mine? Yeah, both my activation gems down here in this corner with no red anywhere in sight. So that's cool. This thing's gonna just attack my creatures every turn. And he gets to kill one of my creatures. So I think this turn, we're gonna give him double strike. As sort of like a send-off. I can't even cast it because there's no supports. I think at this point we just leave him queued up, and if he casts a support, then it's to our favor. And we'll just go like this. Bang, bang, boom. Blows that guy away. Hold on 1 sec. Alright. Fiance says hi. Okay, so we're not drawing anything good. But he foolishly cast a support, you idiot. So I guess that's good for us? I don't know. This is a pretty stupid deck. Built around a pretty stupid, what are they called? Masterpiece. But now I have gremlins. And you have no supports. Now I don't either. Haha! Boy, this isn't playing out very well. It's giving him all sorts of mana, but not me. Turn that off. We don't want it firing accidentally. Boop. Boom. Uh-oh. Fortunately, this only does 4. Hey, go away. So we're gonna break our... Okay. Boom. So that's like unlimited, unkillable creatures. Unless you can exile this thing, it sort of stops the combo, but still it's like not great. And you can just attack into me every turn. So we're just gonna try and slam in some damage with the double striker. Kind of all we can do. Because once again, we're not getting any mana this turn, which is fun. It's fun having decks where you don't get to do anything. Though I have cast my masterpiece, air quotes, masterpiece, twice this game. Oh, interesting. Well, I have the perfect thing for that. Again, there's red and green, but like perfectly scattered, so I can't get any of it. Sorry, Charlie. Oh man, he gets to blow away both of our creatures this turn. Bye-bye. Sure would like to get some of these spells out of my hand. Currently they're not doing a whole lot. So as I mean, like the AI just goes for your mana and you don't get to do anything. It's kind of like, I guess I'll cast a spell every 3 or 4 turns. Meanwhile, you look to be having a ton of fun casting stuff. I'd like to cast stuff. There's a good one. That's a good masterpiece. I really want one of the swords. They look like a lot of fun. We have the perfect thing for that, though. In the form of Manglehorn. But again, there's no mana. This is so frustrating. I've been trying to cast... I mean, I'm sure this is as fun to watch as it is to play. Just sitting here, trying to cast spells, not really doing anything. Ooh, and a human. Oh, good. Does he kill my human? Nope. But, like, this is the deadlock. If you're at, if you're not getting more creatures out than this combo, then you're losing. Which is my way of telling you that we're losing. Oh, that's not helpful. Okay, we can do this and keep our creature alive for a turn. After that, I'm kind of not sure what our play is. I guess? That guy? I guess? When your reaction to casting a mythic is, I guess, it's probably a sign it's not a good mythic. Oku's back. This stupid thing is so hard to kill. Like, I don't think we're making any forward progress on killing him. We need such a, like, explosive mana turn, and I don't think we're anywhere close to that happening. Sure? Hey, we got a free swap out of it. Maybe we cast 2 creatures this turn? That's fine, you get him back. Break one of our own supports, because that seems like something you'd want to do with your own mythic. Oh, good. And next turn, you can just kill a creature. I mean, he just has us on just like, we're just dead. We're not doing anything. Guess we try to do this. We'll go for a couple more turns. If it doesn't look like we're making any headway, we're just going to pack it up and call this a day. Kills it? Yep. Okay. We're not doing anything. Oh, 2 spells, you say? Fuck. I think that's it. We're not doing anything to this guy, because this card is... Yeah, shut up. Go away. No one likes you. Like, if you get 2 of these in the graveyard, you can't get rid of them. He's not even having to work at it. He just casts out all this dumb shit. So, yeah, our new masterpiece is barely that. It's clunky. I don't understand what its winning objective is. Or, like, what it's supposed to do. It blows up one of your enchantments, and then blows up more of your enchantments? And really slowly makes you red mana? No. Yeah, so... Oh, I think we have a, Oops. We have a pack to crack. We can expect no new Ixalan cards, because they have mentioned... No, they haven't been shuffled in or some bullshit. They're just bad at their jobs. Anything new? No. Alright, well, that was fun. We got a masterpiece. It's bad, but it is a masterpiece, so that's something. It's no Sword of Fire and Ice, but, you know, we had fun. We saw some new cards do some cool new stuff. We lost some games. We lost a lot of games. And, I don't know, I had fun. It's been another fun episode. I will talk to you guys later. Watch as I sign out.